Your ladies and gentlemen, kama kama kawa, a truth watch dogo hapa. Kwani tanga ukweli kada ukipendo na mezo kikatata na kumezesha. Kwani iko nini natokana ka evidence. Ukweli hujaitemwa on daily basis. Ukweli unasemwa. Now guys, kuna mambo inaendelea hapa and I think it is high time we just call out Quickmart OTC to explain what is going on and give evidence that whatever is being alleged out here, it is not true, it is malice, and it is meant to tarnish the good name of Quickmart OTC. Now, kuna jamaa hapa anasema na watu wengi sana wa news, okay? Wale wana digital news na local media walikuwa wanajaribu ku reach out kuona the damages that have been caused kwa Quickmart OTC. But unfortunately, hata after mapolisi kukuwa wanapiga live tear gas ganisters huko ndani watu wakiwa, polisi walizuia ile area na wakakataa watu waingie waonyeshe ni nini kimefanyika and the size of the damage imefanyika kwa biashara ya Quickmart. Watu wakashindwa ni nini ina happen. And immediately watu wakasema kwamba allegedly watu wameuawa ndani ya Quickmart na serikali inajaribu kuficha, that's why the police officers wanazuia. But iko wapi barua ya Quickmart? And then before I show you evidence ambazo sasa zinafanya to look into this, let us see the letter ya Quickmart. So hivi ndio Quickmart letter ilireda. Quickmart official statement. So hivi ndio letter ilireda. Quickmart official statement of yesterday's demonstrations and commitment to safety and normalcy. Quickmart notes that 2 of our branches in OTC and Ruiru were affected during yesterday's demonstration. Contrary to misleading information circulating on digital platforms, we wish to assure the public that no staff, customers, or any other individuals were injured or deceased. At the 2 outlets, the safety and security of our employees, customers, and other wider community remains our top priorities. While we recognize that the recent events have posed a significant challenge to these outlets, we want to emphasize that Quickmart is deeply committed to restoring normalcy as swiftly as possible. We are actively engaging in necessary measures to ensure continued service, excellence, and support to our shoppers and staff. During this time, Quickmart remains dedicated to caring for our community and will continue to keep the public informed as we work towards stability and recovery. In the meantime, customers of the 2 branches are advised to access our services at their nearest alternative Quickmart branch. Quickmart, fresh and easy management. So that is the letter they released. Okay? Immediately, by the way. That was the 26th. Okay? But again, there is this video that I want us to watch.
Yesterday was an eyewitness to what happens inside Quickmart OTC supermarket. I went right inside. The policemen were all over the place. They were not allowing people to access the area, but even walk in that street nearby. We ate a lot of tear gas, but with a lot of resilience, I managed to get up to inside the supermarket. I also managed to talk to some eyewitnesses who observed the thing that happened between 4 p.m. on 25th up to very end yesterday, and they had a narrative they gave me. When I went to the supermarket, that narrative was confirmed. Now this is the thing. When I arrived at the supermarket, I found that all the goods were more or less all intact. The sugar, coffee, ungangano, name it, all the properties which were there were all more or less intact. There could also be electronic things which were there, which were not taken. I even went inside the manager's office, nothing was taken. And you hope that normally when people are looting, the easiest thing to loot is money. The manager's office was never broken into, nothing was taken. Even his computers were intact. He was even able to take the photos of those things. But I saw later that news came out that there was nobody in the supermarket, from Citizen, NTV, TV47 and the rest. I want to tell Kenyans that the story which is being told in the media currently is not true. This is what you need to believe. From the eyewitness report, people broke into the supermarket and entered, and he gives the number to be approximately 50 people, if not more. And after that, what followed was that The policemen tear gas the place seriously. So there's a lot of tear gas that enter the supermarket. Unfortunately, that supermarket has very poor ventilation. And I'm sure you can go look at the walls. Just look at the walls yourself. There's not even poor. There was no ventilation because the supermarket was locked by that time. That means that these people must have been suffocated by tear gas and died. When the policemen discovered that the tear gassing the supermarket when people are inside without ventilation was dangerous and the people are dead, then they came up now. Murkomen went on site. The policemen cordoned the area so that they can remove the bodies is when they allowed the media to go in. Why didn't the policemen allow the media to go inside with them at the same time? Why was the media entering the place around 6 p.m. when they knew very well in the morning when Murkomen was there are bodies inside there? So don't believe that story at all.
Okay, guys. So let us just assume, okay? This is not true. This man was never there, and even whatever he's saying is on TV, and we can clearly see that actually whatever he's explaining is seen there. He was not there. Let us just assume that for a moment. That this guy is just a hater. Maybe he comes from other branches that are competing with Quickmart. Possible, right? But now, we can do that and dispute all this information that is coming right on our noses and say these are just companies taking advantage because now Quickmart, underwent this and then they are scrutinizing it. They hate on Quickmart and blah, blah, blah. And bloggers are coming out. They want to tarnish the good name of Quickmart. Also, there is a possibility. But now, imagine of someone who doesn't have a TV, number one. Number two, doesn't have a smartphone or on media, comes and says this on a live that was proceeding by one Geoffrey Mosiria. I want you to check this video. First of all, let us just listen to it and then analyze it. Then you tell me what you think.
Unakuta msi ukiwa na mimi hapa. Hebu tupa hiyo mki hapa. Sasa kuja. Asa mimi mafuta iko wapi? Ngoja mafuta. Mafuta nikubadilishe nimpe chakula.
Pesa manayo.
Pesa. Hiyo hebu nione ni ngapi? Nenda nione. Nichukue. Ni mkikuyu. Okay, hebu hesabu. Hesabu nione uko na ngapi? Hesabu nione uko na ngapi? Haina shida. Wewe na watu. Wewe, unaweza chukua. Wewe karibia hapa kwa supermarket ndio hiyo beuzi. Ndio mbole yani. Hapo na 1000. 200. Ile na bike kuongezea bana. Wewe napongeza. Kwa hiyo mbona? Hiyo ni ngapi? Wewe ni msanii. Hiyo ni ngapi yote? Hata 1000. 1,800.
Hii ndio vitu mlipora huku yote ndio umeuza?
Hapana.
Huyo ni state family ambaye ako na 1,800.
Hii bora Sakaja.
Na mwezi jaisha.
Bora Sakaja.
Ya nini?
Zile mwili zile zilikuwa zimekufa. Nipeleka mochari.
Nani wewe ulipeleka wapi?
Mbona unapeleka mocha? Walikufa wakuwa 32.
Wale wana.
The moment this young man says zile mwili zilikufa, anasema kwanza hii pesa tulipewa na Sakaja. Yeye hakuiba akauza kitu yote kutoka kwa supermarket. Zile mwili zilikuwa zimekufa akapeleka mocha. Ndio alilipwa. So, this guy does not have a TV, does not have a smartphone, is not on media. Comes and says this accidentally kwa live ya Geoffrey Mosiria. Now guys, you tell me. Nielezeni niweze kuelewa. Maybe I'm a hater. I'm a hater of Governor Sakaja, I'm a hater of Mosiria. But explain this to me. This is a street boy. And Mosiria confirms this is just a street boy from a street family. And he has a lot of money, which is 1,800, and promises to add him more. But then, things takes a different turn, because you can see clearly, here is where now the cameraman turns away. Why is the cameraman? The moment this young man confirms, yes, the cameraman starts to walk away from the scene and pretends that they are going to showcase what is on on the other side of the takataka, alafu life inaisha. So we don't know if that boy is still alive, because this is an alive government. We don't know whether the street boy is still alive, ama mekewa sumu, ama whatever has happened to him, he has disappeared or something. But you can see, this is a street boy. This is a street boy. Okay? And he's showing evidence of money that he was paid with others to take bodies, I don't know what. Really? So are we supposed to assume this, like this is just another big fat lie? Remember, story ya Adani airport inauzwa. Alikuwa chokora, alikuwa wa kwanza kuja kutuambia, Ada airport inauzwa, wanauza JKIA. And then it was trending all over, blah, 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 blah. All of a sudden it turned out to be true. So for me, I'm posing this challenge to Quickmart. Quickmart management, assuming, because I was not there were no bodies. There was nothing like this, and all of this is just a fallacy and lies. Could you please be kind enough, because your cameras, CCTV cameras, run out 24/7. They run 24/7, not run out. They run 24/7. Why don't you be kind enough and prove to whole Kenyans that whatever malicious information we are getting from media is just wrong and misguided, and this is the truth? Because for sure, we cannot have people losing lives on daily basis and there is no answers. For now, Kenyans, what do you think? I pose this challenge to Quickmart. Produce your CCTV. People were there, they were stealing. We have seen they were tear gassed, as this gentleman has explained. And there is a kid again claiming the same, that Kunamili, they were carrying these dead bodies to the mortuary. You, please, prove us wrong. Prove all these people wrong and let us go with the truth. Show us the CCTV from the supermarket when people were stealing and nothing ever happened, like people dying inside there. Just kindly show us the CCTV. If not, then you know how guilty you are. Either way, guys, make sure you subscribe, you hit notification bell. Remember, the mask is for the memory of the souls that you ever lost. Truth Watchdog, tunasonga easy. Subscribe.